Shalom Chaverim, I'm Steve Ben-Nun. You're watching Israeli News Live. I'm actually trying to test out our system right now, and I'm seeing already that I've already got a glitch in this. If you guys are at least able to hear me, let me know you can hear me, and let me just see here if I can fix the screen problem. I mean, it's on the screen on this side here, so I'm going to wait and see if it actually shows up on your side there. I can see, there we go, looky there. Well, we get some kind of a screen on here. I don't know exactly how this works, but I've still got a mess. Anyway, I actually, of course, there's a little bit of news I was going to report. I'm trying to get ready for Yana to come on here with me in just a little bit. And so we'll actually be resetting up for about 11 p.m. tonight, maybe a little bit later than that, for a Steve and Yana chat. But I'm trying to figure out what the problems are on the OBS where we actually make this thing go live. So if you guys don't mind for me just to experiment here for a moment, because that's really where the problem comes in. I see that looks like we probably have audio okay on this end there, and but as soon as I change that, you guys lose the video feed there. That's what's bugging me, and I just don't quite know how to fix all this stuff. But if you can, give me a thumbs. Okay, sound is good. All right, thank you, Arturo. I really appreciate that. So at least we know the sound is working right. It's just there's something about that. Why is it not... let's see. I'm not. The problem is, I am definitely not an OBS guy. I think I figured out how to put the intro in there, which was kind of nice, something I've been wanting to do. But used to, before I put in the intro here, when we went to the, when I automatically clicked on the part there for the. Now let me just do like here for right now. When I would click on it, or let me put it this way: anytime we actually would turn on the system here, you would automatically get to see everything. But now what I'm seeing is that you're only seeing a little small portion of this on the screen there, whereas it should be, you should be able to see the entire monitor in the background, because that's what shows here on my full screen. And all that kind of good stuff. Let me real quick tell you guys what the news I was going to share with you, though, just so you're aware of that. Newsweek is reporting that James Mattis admits there was no evidence Assad used poison gas on his people. That's an opinion piece on Newsweek, and they're saying there that lost in the hyper-politicized hullabaloo surrounding the Nunes memorandum and Steele dossier was this striking statement by Secretary of Defense James Mattis that the U.S. has no evidence that the Syrian government used the banned nerve agents, sarin agents, on its own people. The assertion files in the face of the White House memorandum, which was rapidly produced and declassified to justify any American Tomahawk missile strike against the Shayrat air base in Syria. Mattis offered no temporal qualifications, which means that both the 2017 event and Khan Shaykhun and 2013 tragedy in Ghouta are unsolved cases in the eyes of the Defense Department and Defense Intelligence Agency. Isn't that just nice? We go out and we bomb a nation because we lied. Let's put it bluntly. They knew good and well that they had no sarin gas. That was just a fact that nobody wants to admit. Also, New York Times is reporting, and European races to establish trade with Iran. Well, what do you know? Brussels, European signatories to the Iran nuclear deal are scrambling to get a barter trade arrangement with Tehran up and running this week in an effort to persuade Tehran not to breach limits on enrichment set out in the agreement. Iran has threatened to break the limit on its stockpile of low-enrichment uranium as earlier as Thursday, but it's considered likely to hold off until after a meeting in Vienna on Friday with the remaining signatories, Britain, China, France, Germany, Russia, and the European Union. Iran has said it will breach the deal unless it gets at least some economic benefits it was promised. And I'll tell you something straight up. True news, from what I understand, Rick Wiles and Doc over there were saying that Iran is actually working, some of the leaders of Iran are working in concert, in cooperation with these groups here. So I'm a bit at odds about that one there. I need to look in there to see what that is. I know that we had reported ourselves about Israel selling the very missiles that they use in order to be able to carry nuclear warheads, and True News had picked up on that and actually kind of elaborated on that, which I really appreciate. They always dig really deep, and I like that. But at any rate, listen, I'm gonna jump off of this news here because we got to get ready for the broadcast a little bit later there. Oh, by the way, don't forget, I keep telling you guys about BitChute. All right, and yeah, it took forever to get something to work on BitChute, but BitChute, if you go to Google and type in BitChute Israeli News Live, it now pops up in the search engine right there near the top. You can go there, subscribe. There's some things we put on Patreon that we don't put on BitChute, but I will tell you this. We are starting to load the Noahide videos on BitChute. Only got a couple there right now, but we're going to get them all up there, plus some other things we're putting in there. The things that are really becoming controversial that we would like to put on YouTube, they're threatening for us to be shut down, so we are putting that type of information over on BitChute. Israeli News Live is going to come just back to the basic news and things. So BitChute is going to be where normally you would see on Israeli News Live. Patreon will carry the stuff that is even more sensitive, that I just kind of like to control I like to know who sees what's being seen on Patreon. And that's the nice thing about Patreon. It lets me know who is watching. And I really do appreciate that as well. Not to mention we appreciate your support in helping us to keep this broadcast alive. So I'm going to see if I can fix this problem here. Let me jump back over here to the window here where you guys are watching, because all you see is my head, neck, and shoulders. I don't like that. But and I really want to thank our Ashley and Trish and Jennifer, our moderators here. You girls some of you may have to go to bed tonight when we get on here with Yana, but I know some of you will hang around anyway. Our moderators are some awesome ladies, you know, and I got to talk to my wife. We need to do something for these moderators. They're so kind in helping us out. Maybe we could take and pick up some of these wonderful books that my wife reads, maybe get a few of these together and send those out to some of our moderators here as a way to say thank you to them for their kindness in policing the chat, the live chat that we do here. And also, let me, the two sisters that had emailed first when Jan had made that pledge there about Deanne Loper's book, those were mailed yesterday. So you two sisters, it was two sisters that got those books there, and it was really nice in both cases. It was a need as well. I really like that when people are in need, and it's just kind of like a blessing that comes to reality for them. So God bless you, sisters. That you should get that. Hopefully, it might take a week. We send it media mail there, and that normally takes about 5 to 7 days to get there. So anyway, thank you so much. And we're going to be posting too on Israeli News Live on our website there. We've got a brother up in Tennessee. I'm not going to call his name right now, but he writes some amazing work, and we're going to post some of his work on Israeli News Live. So anyway, blessings to you. Let me see if I can fix this part of the live stream window here so y'all can see the entire screen behind us. And maybe we'll look a little bit more professional here. If you happen to know about OBS, I mean, really how to set it up. Kind of like the way our good friend over there on No More News, Adam Green does. Adam really sets up professionally there. I don't know these things. I know Brother Gary has helped us a lot. Him and his wife have helped us a lot on a lot of issues for our website. But I think even Brother Gary was telling me OBS is not his cup of tea. But if you happen to know OBS really well, I'd love to be able to talk to you. Drop me an email. Put OBS in the in your title, but go to israelinewslive@gmail.com and send me an email, please. I would love to be able to get some advice. We want to set it up more professional, news looking, especially because we do news here and we'd like it. That's really the easiest way, as far as what we can see. Anyway, blessings to you all. Thank you for watching, and good evening. I forgot how to stop the program. Oh, there we go. Stop.